Hello everyone, today I want to talk about Tove. She is the fourth member of Unlimited. She is a mechanic by trade, survivalist by heart, and someone lack experience of all the skills she has, which actually fits into her kit because she did not realize that her weapon doesn't really fit her buff kit. She's an assault rifle character that buffs shotguns, which is problematic because I believe that if she is also a shotgun character that has a higher chance of triggering her skill level, she actually might be a pretty good characters. So first of all, she is a burst one with a cooldown of 20 seconds. That's a little problematic because typically we use burst one as skill reductions, but regardless, there's also burst two options, which at the moment is only Summer Helm and Dola. People typically use her with Summer Helm because Dola is probably taken by some other teams as well, because she will be most likely a 15 for solo raids and the 13 will the last team for union raids, that when you cannot find another better teams. Her skill 1, it is a 5% chance of activating when attack. It will increase 5.31% chance of magazine for everybody, and at the same time she also increased the maximum ammo for herself and her teammates by 2 every time it triggers. This maximum stack up to 3 times, and every time it triggers, it refreshes the duration for another 5 seconds. It also increased critical damage for 5.24%, stack up to 3 times of 15.6% total, actually 15.7% total. And her skill 2 only happens when the stack of skill 1 reaches maximum, increase attack rate by 3% only, so which is really is nothing, right? They also increase attack speed by 42.24%, which is quite a bit. Her burst 3 is actually one of the highest attack buffer for shotgun in the game right now. Actually, I'm sorry, she is the highest shotgun attack buffer in the game at the moment. She increased everyone's attack by 2.32% per stack and 24.21% per stack for shotguns. That means total, she actually buffs shotgun by 79.59%, which is really high for a buffer, right? Here's the issue though. Her skill 1, due to the fact that it's only 5% chance, and due to the fact that her attack speed is a little bit low, along with her magazine cap is not that high, she really doesn't have a consistent uptime on her skill. In fact, when you skill 1 only gets to 5% at skill level 9. If you are at any lower skill level, for example, for my own characters, she's only at, let's see here, she's at skill 4, is only 3%. So you want to get her skill 1 as high as possible. At the same time, even at skill 9, she only provides roughly a buff consistency of 91.5% if you do the math really quick. And this means that when you want to trigger her burst for her team, you want to time your burst time whenever she is at full stack of 3, because you do not want to miss the attack buff of 79.5 total. And at the same time, she is the Bastion Cube and what's it called? Bastion Cube and Resilience Cube will help her a little bit, but not by much. It will buff her total uptime to about 95% chance, which is not bad, but also not that great either. Because there's still a chance that her buff will not be triggered at full capacity whenever you use her burst animations or her burst sequence, so you have to time it, honestly. And her best team for herself and all the others, okay, this is pretty flexible, depends on what you want on her team, right? For a full attack team with no desires and no concern of her survivability, come on, walk, there you go. With her survivability, you can use Tove, Summerhelm, Sugar, Guilty, and Drake. Okay, this is full CD, full cooldown reductions, and on top of that, no healing. And if you want a little bit of healing, you can use Tove, Summerhelm, Sugar, Helm, and Drake. This will provide a little bit of healing by Helm, but of course you cannot buff Helm's attack based on her kit. And if you want to have full healing, you want to have Tove, not full healing, some healing. You want to have Tove, Marshana, Summerhelm, Sugar, and Drake. Summerhelm will still provide your cooldown reduction, even though she is not burst 2. Okay, so she is honestly a good 15 replacement for solo raids, depends on the raid. The issue with the kit right now is the fact that she doesn't like, I like her designs, and I definitely enjoy her characters a lot, because she is if you watch her story, she is actually a very likable character, and she of course is a plus to wear, kind of reminds me of Asuka in the Evangelion, so that's also a plus. However, she doesn't provide buff to the best shotgun character in game at the moment, which is Summer Annie's. She will make Guilty and Sugar and Drake a absolute monster in attacks, but at the same time, due to they are shotguns, they really don't work too well in most boss battles, because most boss battles they are at medium range and sometimes far range, so most shotguns will be missing their shots. Ideally, you will want to have possibly a future characters that will either provides additional hit point or actually just converts all your shotgun characters shots into deer slug or slug shots, so you don't have to worry about accuracy issue comes with shotguns. So for her skill level, you want to get her skill to 955 at first, maybe 977 later on. And if you really want to use her, you can get her to 91010, even though I don't recommend getting her skill level to 910, because she's not a tier 1 character to use in any stretch of information by now. She is a character that is going to be very useful if there is a good character that actually fits her kit later, right? She is kind of similar to the situation that Must was under. Must, everyone thought she is pretty useless until 2B comes out. However, there is, I wouldn't say, it's not even rumored, there is actually a new collab planned based on the Nikkei's interview with one of the Japanese gaming magazines. So perhaps there will be a new characters in that's in the upcoming polls, very probably a limited edition characters that will actually utilize Tove's buff to your full kit, to your full potential that everyone would like to use. Alright, that's pretty much it. If you want to so last assessment. If you are a paying character, if you are a, let's say, $20-$30 a month, a Dolphin or a Whale, if you're a Whale, of course, it's not an issue, right? Just pull for her. If you're a Dolphin or a light paying characters player, I would definitely try to get one copy of her, because I got a feeling it's going to be one of those must situation. You will invest Some people will pull her, some people will not, until a new character comes out can fully utilize her. So definitely pull at least just one copy. I think one copy is more than enough, unless you really like her designs. Okay. If you are free to play or just a brand new to this game, I will not pull her banner. To be completely fair with you guys, you can probably put her on wishlist because this is a regular release, so she will probably make it to wishlist later. So you can try to pull her on wishlist as well, because at the moment she is not a character that can support most of the high level, high DPS characters in game, and also at the same time, she's also not a skill reduction characters on burst 1 or burst 2. So for new players, having skill reduction at least 3 or 4 skill down reduction characters is actually one of your top priorities right now. So I will definitely not recommend pulling Tove. All right, that's it today, and thanks everyone for watching. And please subscribe and like if you find the video helpful, and I'll catch you next time. All right, good night.